HP has actually unveiled among the thinnest Ultrabook in its line called the Spectre 13. The Ultrabook has a lot of the most up-to-date until modern technology inside, combined with a very thin profile and an attractive industrial style. The Ultrabook is about 15 mm thick, making about the thickness of a normal ink pen. The HP Spectre 13 Ultrabook packs premium efficiency into aesthetically apprehending thin lightweight aluminum construction that houses high-speed equipment, a backlit keyboard, and an ultra-resolution HP Vivid HD1 touchscreen. Get and swipe from the extra-wide HP Control Zone trackpad. Develop, stay in touch and amuse with approximately 9 hours of battery life. The equipment evaluates 3.25 pounds, and includes a 13.3-inch dazzling HD screen making use of IPS modern technology and sustaining touch. The screen has 2.1 ppi and a native resolution of 2560 by 1440. The machine can be suited with as much as a 15W Intel Haswell Core i7 processor. Its main marketing factor is a wider than normal touchpad that includes left and right hand strips, called control zones, allowing much easier interaction with Windows 8. Layout and features the external silhouette of the Shade 13 screen's MacBook Air, but the very same could be claimed of most Ultrabook-style laptops from the past few years. Where the Spectre 13 differs is in its dark brushed metal lid, which nicely triggers the lighter brushed metal interior. Combine that with the jet black display bezel, it leaves you with a tri-toned laptop computer. ID accepts to being partial to monochromatic styles, but the Spectre 13 is still sharp looking. It's an intriguing progression from the very first time we saw the Shade brand name from HP, through the 2012 Envy Spectre 14. That unique laptop design provided a level black lid covered with an external layer of Gorilla Glass, in addition to an uncomfortable Gorilla Glass overlay on top of the wrist rest. We have not seen that precise mix, because although a handful of laptops considering that have tried the glass lid look, now the Spectre brand pops up occasionally in HP's magazine, to stand for something high-end, yet possibly a bit edgier compared to HP's various other superior brand name, Envy. The primaries are big and commonly spaced, and vital tricks enter into, shift, tab, and more are very kindly sized. There's little lifeless area to the left and right of the keyboard, something that always troubles me on laptops of any size. The standout function on this system is an extra-wide touchpad. It's as large as I've seen on a laptop, determining 2.6 inches high by 5.5 inches large. Up until now, so excellent. But the extra space on either side isn't really precisely like the center of the pad. Rather, the wings, aka control areas, have a somewhat different color and rougher texture compared to the remainder of the touchpad. So, what does a control zone do? They're designed to make it simpler to interact with Glass 8, as Microsoft's existing OS is developed with a touch screen, not a touchpad, in thoughts. That means basic things, such as accessing the Charms bar or application switcher, are an inconvenience if you're making use of a touchpad or computer mouse, as opposed to a touch screen. Click the appropriate control area and you call up the Charms bar, without needing to swipe it in from the ideal edge of the touchpad. Then scroll your finger backwards and forwards the zone and you could select the different Charms bar alternatives. Repeat that with the left side Charms bar and you obtain the exact same result, but also for the app switcher. Merely make certain to click on your all-time low of the pad, where the hinge enables it to completely set in. Getting does nothing, which I located counterintuitive. Honestly, the bigger advantage is from having even more area to navigate on, and the unique control zone functions are a slim overlay at best. Still, I'll take a larger touchpad over a smaller sized one any sort of day, and it's most definitely appealing to see HP attempt and offset some of the apparent problems in Windows 8. The keyboard and touchpad are both superb, and so is the display. Our 13.3-inch screen had a 1920 by 1080 pixel indigenous resolution, yet an upgrade to 2560 by 1440 is readily available for a reasonable sounding $70. The display is particularly shiny, but additionally quite abundant and bright, with deep blacks and colors that pop. Like newest HP laptop computers, this system is co-branded with Beats Audio, which essentially means it has some sound shaping software that adds bass and mechanics to popular music, either with the internal presenters or earphones. The speakers fire below the bottom panel to ensure that it really helps produce an illusion of bass. However, you still will not be DJing an event with this. Links, performance, and battery. With 2 video clip outcomes, the Spectre 13 currently has a leg up on the majority of various other Ultrabooks. There are just 2 USB ports, yet the Wi-Fi is of the much faster 802.11 central air conditioning selection, as in the most up-to-date MacBooks. Note, however, that 802.11 air conditioning is a $20 optional upgrade with a relatively common Intel Core i5-4200U processor. This device provides no genuine performance shocks. Applications ran perfectly, and changing in between several internet browser windows, video playback, and other tasks was stutter-free. This kind of mainstream-level performance is ample for the majority of individuals. If you're thinking of modifying HD video, or playing significant PC computer games, you could wish to try to find a larger laptop with a discrete video clip card. An Ultrabook lives or perishes based on its battery life. In this situation, the HP Shade 13 equals the hype, running for an outstanding 8 hours and 38 minutes an hour video clip playback battery drain examination. That's not the soaring level of a MacBook Air, however it's still even more compared to sufficient for a typical day, depending upon your work. Verdict: the HP Spectre 13 is built around a gimmick, an extra-wide touchpad with control zones, that provide some very limited added home Windows 8 performance. Surprisingly, the trick is totally unnecessary, as the Shade 13 is outstanding in its very own right. There's absolutely nothing especially groundbreaking right here, but each individual component and function is excellent, featuring the backlit keyboard, big touchpad, bright display, and long battery life. For a starting cost of $999.99, ID include the 802.11 central air conditioning Wi-Fi and the higher-res display. For concerning another $100, you obtain a really strong laptop, without any deal-breaking flaws, at a quite affordable price.